dançando. Eu quero ver geral fazendo a dança do pombo. Fazendo a dança do pombo.
Welcome back to EveryTing Footy.
Episode 12.
12!
Oi, oi, oi.
Wait, are
3
we sure
months.
it's
What
episode
have you
12?
done, brother?
Are we sure it's episode 12? Should we verify?
Verifications. We're back.
We're bloody back.
Yes, lads.
In
Have it.
it. We hope everyone had a great
Break vacation
Without us.
Episode 11, guys.
11?
Yeah,
Ooh.
episode 11. EveryTing Footy, episode 11. We hope y'all had a great break.
Without us.
Holidays. We obviously did not post because it was the holidays.
Arthur was away. I was away. Nathan was with his family.
Yeah, and we did not keep our promise. We didn't post the clips.
Yeah.
Because of inconveniences. We couldn't do that.
Inconveniences?
Yeah.
We're very sorry. We're also very sorry that we weren't able to post any apologies for missing the episodes during the vacation. I mean, it was very hard for us to keep up to date. I mean, I think we could start talking about the beautiful game now.
Yeah, obviously.
The World Cup ended.
Yeah, we left off.
Yeah.
We left off on the World Cup. It was. I think it was. What stage were we at in the World Cup on our last episode?
No, wasn't it? It was the week before the final.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It was semi-final. It was with Alex.
Did we talk about the quarters?
No, it wasn't with Alex.
No, I don't think we talked about.
No,
the
it was
quarters.
right after the semis.
Did we even talk about England, Senegal?
We did. It was after the semis. After the semis, we did a podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll just
And-
cover everything that happened.
So yeah, World Cup final.
Mbappe, Messi.
Mbappe versus
Potential
Messi.
greatest game in the history of.
Probably the best final ever.
Best game.
No, not probably. It is.
Best final ever.
Best game.
One of the best tournaments ever.
It was.
Yeah.
I think. Well, I mean, we haven't experienced other World Cups.
Yeah, we're quite.
From what we've seen.
From what we've seen, that was the best.
And in terms of gameplay and the sport like itself, I think you got to give it props to the players, the teams. It was beautiful to watch. I mean, obviously you can argue that there's that aspect of like it was in Qatar and you know the political standpoint of Qatar and etc. and how FIFA went on to choose Qatar as the host country. But I think minus the fact that it was in Qatar, I think it was probably the best tournament ever.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it shows us how like football is the greatest sport in the world. At the start there was so much controversy.
No.
It's kind of nasty.
Yeah.
At the start there was so much controversy. Even with us, we were saying how we hated the fact that it was in Qatar during school, all of that. Even with all of those like
Problems.
facts, it was still one of the best World Cups of all time, and it was our best World Cup. that we've seen.
9,000%.
That just shows like that you see how great this sport is, how amazing it is. That's why we love football. It brings us together.
Yeah.
And I think the fact it was during school made it better. In some ways.
Somewhat.
In some ways, because we couldn't watch a lot of the games, but like the ones we did watch,
The vibe.
the vibes.
At school,
like,
it was
just-
quite nice.
Yeah,
It was-
To be honest, we still watch the games. On our
Yeah,
phone.
we
we got into trouble.
But
a
no,
couple
but we
times.
wouldn't. I didn't watch like as many games as I would have if we didn't.
No,
have
I
school,
couldn't.
But we take IB, so.
Yeah, that's right. So you don't have school.
Oh,
Wait, it's on.
you can't say that. You can't say that. It's IB podcast.
No, but what I mean by that is that we have less hours than you. Not
Yeah,
that
yeah, obviously.
Not that we have no school.
Yeah.
So yeah, what about we're gonna talk about the final? I mean, we witnessed Mbappe scoring a hat trick in 2 goals in 5 minutes, and then
Yeah.
and then
1 minute and a half.
and then leveling up at the final in the 118th minute in extra time, which was quite. As a person who knows that Mbappe is on of upper level than any other player, I did not expect that at all. And I mean, we saw Messi.
I don't think anyone expected.
No one expected.
Remember it was like this. When did he score? 80th. It was the 80th, and we were all like, depressed because it was just a bad game.
Yeah,
I was happy because
Yeah, I know you were happy, but
I was excited.
it wasn't a good
to see
game up
Messi
until
win.
that point, and
Yeah,
then wow.
The neutrals and most people, like even some Argentina and France fans, they wanted a good game, and we got a good game. But the first 70 minutes, I would say, because from the 70th, France started putting a lot of pressure, and then eventually they scored. But before the 70th, it was a depressing game.
Yeah.
We were all just sitting.
I thought it was a beautiful game.
The first half was all
It was a
Argentina.
very high quality game.
Yeah.
We saw some really good display from Argentina the first half, and then France picked it back up in the second.
That extra time.
I think that switch at the 40th minute for Giroud in the middle
Ballsy, it was ballsy, yeah.
It was a statement by Deschamps showing that like no messing around. World Cup final.
And he extended his
none of that.
contract.
Yeah,
None
he
of that, yeah.
That's a
Extended his
mistake.
con-
That's
to
a
the-
mistake.
to the
in my
next to the
opinion.
next World Cup.
In my opinion, it's a mistake. But
I mean, how can it be a mistake if he's winning so
No,
much?
I know,
mean,
but, like-
Deschamps. If we look about what Deschamps has done with the French national team, he's got to the final of the Euros, final of the World Cup. He's won the World Cup and won the Nations League.
but the
Zidane
problem,
Zidane would have done better.
the problem with these coaches
I mean,
is
I
that
don't
no, but okay, no. But the problem with these coaches is that eventually it comes to an end.
I
And-
agree.
And
I
it's better
agree.
to change coaches while you're winning than look at the last 2014 World Cup. Joachim Low wins World Cup, then he flops and then he gets sacked. Fernando Santos, same thing. I think the same thing's gonna happen to Deschamps. I think they're gonna flop at the Euros. They're gonna keep him, then flop at the World Cup, then they're gonna sack him, and then that's just gonna be like a wasted generation.
I think if we're talking about the World Cup final, we should probably talk about the referees at the World Cup.
Oh,
The refereeing.
Atrocious.
It was so inconsistent.
It was
Inconsistent.
atrocious.
I think Arthur puts it in the right category because I mean some of the refereeing wasn't like necessarily like I mean in certain games like for example Argentina versus Netherlands that was just
Oy,
bad
oy,
refereeing
oy.
in general.
That
I
was
think
my
most
thing
of
that was, though.
He did the same
most
thing.
of the
He needs to retire.
most of the games they were like not bad refereeing, but the problem is that like I felt that from one game to another there was the same challenges and they just wasn't consistent. At
And
all.
what I saw
It doesn't matter. Alex, Arthur, or Nathan.
for the two new viewers. That's okay.
Love you. Thanks for subscribing.
But
Go get down in the comments.
Drop a like. Notifications.
But what I saw is that the refs listened way too much to the players. Like whenever a player fell, it was automatically a foul. Like the referees just didn't even.
And they were influenced by the crowd.
Oh yeah, exactly. I didn't really
100%.
understand. I don't understand.
But also like I mean I think what Nathan's trying to talk about is especially there was many people speculate that there was many refereeing mishaps that made certain teams such as Argentina win and get more penalties, especially in the knockout stage.
I mean, I'm not saying that it's corrupted and that even though I think maybe it was more lenient. The refereeing was more lenient on Argentina games and like maybe more favor towards them. That's what I think. I'm not saying it's that's what happened. That's just what I think. In general, I mean, refereeing can't be more inconsistent than it is right now.
Yeah.
You have games. I mean, Messi, Argentina, and Messi. They got how many penalties? Six in total, and how many games? 8 games, 9 games. And
It's true.
They got penalty calls where in other games
It wasn't a penalty.
referees would not even consider it.
But I
There
don't
was
think-
also,
and-
there was also penalty calls that they got where VAR was not even involved.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing I was about to
Which-
say with this World
which-
Cup. Yeah.
Which
And which
it happens
leads
to me,
on-
I
which
just
leads
don't
on-
understand.
And that leads on to like the club level as well. I mean, we'll talk about that later,
But
Arthur.
the VAR was just so bad at this one. I don't
Yeah.
mean, like some games you VAR everything. Some games VAR doesn't even exist. I don't understand. Like,
I mean, the final. Where was
consistency?
VAR?
Where is VAR when in the big moments where you actually like the whole point of VAR was so these pens would never even be like a subject. You have a whole room with people and they don't even use them the entire game.
If they VAR'd Di Maria's penalty, I don't think it would have been a penalty.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I don't
obviously.
understand.
But that leads to another point. Like there wasn't. I think that. Okay, I may be a little bit biased here, but I think that some people says it's because of Argentina. I think it's just because of the refereeing in general. Like
Yeah.
with many games, like for example, one of the biggest examples that like Harry Maguire against Iran, one of the first games of the tournament. There was a foul in the box when it was a corner, and one of the Iranian defenders literally pulled down Maguire's down. It was a penalty, 100%. It was a penalty. They didn't VAR it. Messi, Argentina again. It's contradicting my point, but whatever. Against Saudi Arabia, it was the exact same thing, and they VAR'd it for a penalty.
Coincidence?
Okay, Nathan thinks, but that's because you're a Ronaldo fan, okay?
No.
And you're just like Argentina.
I'm saying,
If you look at Ronaldo.
I mean, it happened
His
to
pen,
Ronaldo.
yeah, his
Exactly,
pen
it happened to
against
Ronaldo.
Ghana.
Happened against Ghana. Ronaldo, no, you're not gonna tell me in any life or death that is a penalty. Against Ghana, where he get pushed.
I'm trying to
Shoulder to
recall it
shoulder.
Right now, it was not shoulder to shoulder.
It was shoulder to shoulder.
It was very disputable.
Should we bring on our next guest? I'm just playing. I'm just playing. So
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, World Cup. Argentina won.
Crazy, great.
Emi Martinez.
tournament.
Are we gonna talk about Emi
I
Martinez?
don't like Emi Martinez.
I respect him as a goalie. He's really good.
I don't.
But I think if you're receiving the Golden Glove in front of
Not even that. That
Have
was funny.
it.
No, that
Proper
was funny. That
Brits.
was funny.
Proper Brits.
No, that's fine.
I love the
17 years at Arsenal.
I love the S housery. I'm not gonna say the word.
Yeah.
I love the S housery, but I mean, it's not something you do, bro. You're
No, but
30
for
years
me-
old, you're a grown man. You're wearing a Mbappe baby faces when he scores 3 against.
And he
you.
won.
He's 4.
You're
Who lost?
doing this.
Who lost?
No.
Who lost?
No, but what for me,
Have
it's not
it.
what he did during the game that was
Have
bad.
it.
But after the game, you talk so much about Mbappe. Like you don't even care that you won. You talk more about
Oh,
beating
exactly.
France than winning the World Cup, and that's just so sad.
Yeah, but from
It's
another
so
standpoint, bro,
sad.
that's it's funny, bro.
It's not funny.
Actually, to be fair, you know what happened? Who's the Aston Villa manager again?
Unai Emery.
Unai Emery. He wanted Emery out. I mean, he wanted
good.
He wanted Emi Martinez out.
Good.
He wanted he didn't want him anymore because I mean, to be fair, like I feel like the media kind of portrays it.
No, the Argentina's mentality is so bad.
I mean, that's just
if
Argentina.
Messi wasn't on that team,
everyone
they
would
be
hate
the most
Argentina.
hated team.
Yes.
They have such a bad
Yes,
mentality.
I agree, I
They
agree.
care more about beating the other team and flaming the other team than concentrating about themselves.
Yeah.
And it's because of a superiority complex. I think it's a bigger issue where they think that they need to be superior to Europeans because of history
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
The Falkland Islands, all of that.
Malvinas
They need to they need
against
to
the Brits.
show
Proper Brit.
they need to show that they're superior to the Europeans, and so they do that by flaming them when they win. And that's just so disrespectful. I just don't
It is
like.
disrespectful.
I dislike Argentina.
But I mean,
It
the
wasn't
thing
for
is
Messi.
the thing is you have to look at the bigger picture too. You win a big you win the World Cup, right? And you're Argentina. What? Thank you, Milo.
She's in the car. Sorry for that. What we talking about?
We're talking
Okay.
about how Argentina's mentality is the worst at the World Cup, and if it wasn't for Messi, they would be the most hated team by far.
Oh yeah.
And I think they are the most hated team, even with Messi on the team.
No.
Yes.
No. Everyone
If you
wanted
talk about
Argentina-
Portugal, if you talk about
everyone wanted
Portugal,
Argentina to win the World Cup. Stop lying.
so who's the most hated team?
Everyone wanted Argentina to win the
No,
World Cup.
no.
It's just
Yes.
the Netherlands fans. The Netherlands fans don't like Argentina.
No, but- no, but-
I dislike Argentina now too.
No, but
If it wasn't for Messi.
no, but he makes a good point. People if Messi wasn't on the team, then no one wanted Argentina.
Yeah,
to win.
obviously.
But Messi's on the team.
That's the whole thing.
And Messi's on the team, so everyone wants Argentina to win. Okay.
Alright, well,
It's like
Exactly.
I think we should we're kind
close
of
the parentheses on the
loop
World
here.
Cup.
Close the parentheses on the World Cup.
So
it was a great World Cup.
incredible tournament.
Whatever.
And you know what? I thought I was gonna be depressed with the return of club football, but it's actually been really
It's
good.
been really good. Club football, guys.
It's back.
Arsenal winning the league.
You know, if you win tomorrow in the FA Cup, you're playing Man City in the
I knew that.
round of 16.
You see that? You see the dude who reacts
But-
to the Chelsea games?
That's
Like
it.
the crying with the crying eyes. So funny.
Chelsea are horrible.
Okay, wait. Let's should we start it like from the beginning? After World Cup ended,
Boxing Day.
Boxing Day games.
Mid.
Tottenham
What,
lost.
I have a question.
Tottenham.
What, bro? Tottenham are so bad. Honestly, they're so bad. But my question is, what I think we should talk about firstly. What teams we've seen a couple games. Oh my god, man. Okay.
Yeah.
We've seen a couple games this since the World Cup. Been like a month almost. No, it's been like less than a month. Like 3 weeks, 2 weeks. I want to ask you a question. What teams do you think have came back from the World Cup and showed either a different side of them or the same side that they had before, or even like better?
Man U,
Yeah.
Man U, I mean, they were in good form before the World Cup.
Juventus.
Yeah, but they stayed in good form.
Man U,
we don't know
Juventus.
Juventus,
Yeah, but they've been on
are
good
six
form.
six games straight.
They're not that good. Bro.
Okay, but it's Serie A. They're 6 games straight.
Yeah.
I think, like, Chelsea. Wow.
Arsenal have been playing.
Yeah,
the same. They kept
No,
a
even
bit
better
worse,
actually.
A bit worse.
No, because you have to understand. Arsenal have lost their main man. Well, not really their main man, but
Yeah, but he was
their main
like, I'm
picture.
gonna be honest. He was
No,
useless.
you don't understand.
I'm
You
gonna
don't
be completely
understand.
honest.
No,
Don't give me any of that BS. But you don't understand his game.
Nah, you
It's
don't
all about the
understand.
movement.
I'm telling
He's
you.
bad.
I'm telling you, Arthur. It's not the point. It's not just about the football that he plays. It's about the picture that he gives for the team. You see, like, especially for teams who are playing against him. Like, you see Eddie and Ketia. You're not scared of Eddie and Ketia, right? You see Gabriel Jesus. You're scared of Gabriel Jesus. I'm telling you that Gabriel Jesus, he puts a presence in his side that not only for Arsenal and for the
Okay,
opponents
but-
that they need.
Give me Nunez over Jesus any day of the week.
Oi, brother!
Any day of the
Get
week.
out! Get out! Out! Nunez is the biggest. He's the worst player ever. Honestly,
You think
he's
I'm joking?
So bad.
No, because you think I'm joking, but I'm being so
Bro,
funny.
Nunez.
I mean, so,
If Nunez,
like-
if Gakpo,
He has more goals than Jesus this season. I don't want to hear it.
okay,
I don't
who's
want to
top
hear
of the
it.
league? And
That
why?
don't
Because
matter.
of Jesus.
I'm gonna
I'm
pass
telling you,
out.
Jesus
I'm gonna pass
Jesus doesn't
I'm
score
gonna
the
pass
goals,
out.
bro. He's like a false nine, pretty much. The way we play,
False
bro.
nine.
He has more. He has the most
Yes.
assists as a striker in any other striker in the Prem. I'm serious.
Hold up. Can we go back
To
to
what Arthur
the
just
fact
said?
that Arthur just
No,
said,
I'm genuine.
Shut
You don't
up.
want to score?
What?
You don't want to score?
He has more goals than Jesus this season.
Okay, goals not everything, bro.
But when you're
Who is that guy?
no, you cursed. You cursed.
I didn't say that. It was
Shut
my
up.
fault. It was Iron
Big dash.
We're gonna edit out, right, Nathan?
Nathan's gonna edit it out. Yes, lad.
I didn't get my hoodie out.
Take it out then.
Strip? No, I'm just playing.
No, but what Nunez could bring, Nunez's potential ceiling is a lot higher than Jesus's will ever be.
Yo.
Ooh.
Oh my God, man.
It's a
What?
snake.
What the- Mom.
Yo.
It's my mom.
It's the top G.
Yeah, it's my mommy. She definitely not a top G or whatever. Okay, so Arsenal.
She's a
Arsenal.
bottom
I
G.
think.
She's top G in her own way.
Yes.
There's different top G.
Okay,
Yeah,
I guess. So Arsenal, I think, like after losing Jesus in the World Cup, obviously, if you guys don't understand, he's injured right now. Eddie Nketiah has been replacing him, who is one of our academy players, who is quite young, and for Arsenal, like as an avid Arsenal fan who's been watching Eddie Nketiah since he started, I mean, bro couldn't score before he came
Everton
to
last
Arsenal.
year, I remember.
The only good game that he ever played was against Sunderland in the Carabao Cup, like last year. He scored he scored a brace, played really well that game. But that's against Sunderland. Like Eddie Nketiah, he gets subbed on.
I think from what I've seen, he has the worst decision making ever.
But he's very talented. And one point I want to say about Arsenal going into the after the World Cup, after Jesus is not there, Eddie Nketiah, I don't know if you guys know this. He took during the World Cup. He took extra time to improve. Like he took extra training
40
classes.
other players did that too.
Okay, well,
Haaland
40
did
other
that.
players.
Haaland did
Haaland,
that.
Eddie Nketiah, like he's risen up to the occasion. And obviously, I don't know if you guys seen the last.
He's risen up to the occasion.
He's rising up to the occasion.
No, it was a good. It's just that you said Riz.
Okay, and I mean, he scored at the Emirates. I mean, after guys, can we compose ourselves, bro? After the game against Newcastle last week, Eddie Nketiah has proven that he can fulfill somewhat Jesus's.
Yeah, because Jesus is mid.
You're not understanding what I'm saying, Arthur. And
think
Ketcha has scored.
And
Ketcha
Ketcha is mid.
Before,
and Jesus
bro,
is mid.
bro, you know Ketcha has more goals than Jesus.
You know my PL predictions this year? I put Arsenal 6th.
Guys, well, Arthur, we know you're delusional.
Yeah, you're
so it's fine.
delusional,
Not
bro.
sus-
You're actually delusional.
I think that Arsenal doing well without Jesus is just. It's not a matter of Nketiah being good or Nketiah being bad or Jesus being good or Jesus being bad. I think it's just Arsenal showing consistency and class. They're proving that they have what it takes to win this competition and to now compete in Europe.
But before this season, no one would have guessed that they would even be challenging for the
I
title.
said it.
No, on the team, like
If
look
you're
on
watching,
paper,
I
their team
told
on
my
paper-
cousin, Arsenal were gonna
No,
win.
but their team on paper, like not relying on form or anything, was just not
That's
on the
what
level
I
of
don't
any of the
understand.
other
Teams on
teams.
paper don't
No, exactly.
matter.
That's what I mean. But that's why I put them 6th. But then all of the players showed
Bro,
up at the same time.
Bro, put 6th.
I'll take.
Hell take. Bro, about to hit the leg. I'm just kidding. So Arsenal are doing very well. I mean, we tied against Newcastle. We're 5 points clear of Manchester City. I mean, I want to talk about
Big
Ma-
games. Big
I wanna-
games coming up.
Firstly, I want to talk about Manchester City really quick.
And also, Man U making a title charge.
Yeah, well, firstly, Man City, then we'll talk about United.
Menus aren't winning.
Manchester
could.
City, we'll talk about La Liga in a second. Manchester City, like, Milan are beating Roma 2-0.
And Atletico's beating. No, Atletico's losing.
I wanted Roma to.
Is
win the
Barca
title.
winning? 1-0. We'll talk about La Liga in a bit and Serie A. But I want to see Manchester City. I don't think they've been playing that well since the World Cup came out. Even before the World Cup.
No.
Like, Manchester City, like, look, okay, they won 4-0 against Chelsea. Because that's just 'cause Chelsea are
Chelsea
atrocious.
made it.
Okay, Manchester City have this, have a certain, like they have crazy squad depth, crazy players, crazy manager. They haven't been putting in the performances lately, in my opinion. I mean, we look at Manchester City. They tied to Everton, a team who's like 16th in the league or something. I'm gonna give you the statistics. Actually, I'm gonna tell you what Manchester City have done in the past
It's just
5
that
fixtures.
City are dropping a lot of
They're dropping
points that
so
they
many points.
They shouldn't drop.
100% they shouldn't drop. I mean, like, if you look at Arsenal, we've dropped three times this season. We've dropped points. One against United, one against Southampton. We've tied, and one against Newcastle. We've tied. And Newcastle are a great side.
And they lost. They lost today in that pickup to Sheffield.
Yeah, but I think it's because they want to focus on the Prem.
I agree. Manchester City, they beat Chelsea 1-0. Only 1-0 in the Prem. For me, and I don't know if you guys watched the game. Chelsea, like, they had a couple good chances, in my opinion. They tied Everton.
So that takes away.
They
your
beat
point.
Leeds.
That takes away your point that City beat them just because they're bad. City
What do
beat
you
them
mean?
because they're good. Because you said Chelsea had a couple good chances.
Yeah.
City beat them because they were better.
Yeah, but they won
Not
1-0.
because Chelsea were bad.
They won 1-0.
Can we just talk about Chelsea and Liverpool real
Yeah,
quick?
we'll talk about that
And
after.
they lost to
City-
Brentford.
City, I think that
They lost to Liverpool.
Big teams always drop points and lose games. But I mean, after seeing them play today, they are a team that
It was their B team
they're
against
a
Chelsea.
class team, man.
It's
Yeah.
true.
I think in the long run, they can drop less points than Arsenal.
Oh shit, can't see anything.
Oh, he cursed it. He's
No,
done
I-
it
I-
again.
What up, rats?
What a prat.
Chelsea are
10th.
10. They're
And
10.
Chelsea were 10th in 2016-17. No, not 2016-17. 2015-16 when Leicester won the league. Chelsea got 10th and Mourinho got sacked. Graham Potter's still here.
Yeah, but
That's when you have to
You know,
say.
I saw this video of Mark Goldbridge this morning, and it made sense that Potter came in, no signings that he wanted to make.
No
He had,
preseason.
he had no preseason. He had to change the entire team's playstyle while changing ownership, and now he's playing in a team that he doesn't know yet. Well, he has had no signings and no time, and I think just give him this season and then a bit of next season.
I don't think
and
Graham
then
Potter's I don't think Graham Potter's gonna work out in the long run.
Me neither.
You know why?
maybe not. But
And the commentator of today's game said it perfectly. Graham Potter, I mean, before Brighton were doing very well, Graham Potter was not well known. He went to Chelsea. He was at Brighton, a relatively small club, you could say, with players that are not superstars, not big talents. So those players, they listen to whoever's in charge. They know themselves that they're not bigger than the manager. They're not bigger than the club. So they're gonna listen. They're gonna work their butts off and do what he says. Here at Chelsea, he doesn't have the respect that
and that's when you have to.
He doesn't have the respect that a coach like Mourinho would get when he walks in the locker room, or Sir Alex Ferguson, or
Pep
Guardiola. Graham Potter is just. I mean, to Raheem Sterling, Graham Potter's some random guy that he's just met.
He looks like a pussy too.
Like, bro!
That's not a
I
swear
didn't
word.
curse,
That's
I
not a
didn't
swear
curse.
word.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. Okay,
He looks like a
Doesn't
coward.
matter.
That's what you have
He
to
looks
say.
like a
That's my
coward.
point.
That's what you have
I
to
don't think
say.
he's gonna do well.
that's what you have to think. Did Chelsea make a mistake in sacking Tuchel?
No.
Bro, obviously.
No.
Tuchel, that was such a bad sacking. They were doing
Yes.
bad for like
Yes.
2 weeks.
But at the same time.
They did bad for
No.
like 2
No.
weeks.
And I saw this morning too. He sacked himself. He didn't get sacked. He fell out with the players and the board, and he just left. I think, I don't think he got sacked because of the performances. I think he just wanted to leave because he didn't.
Okay,
like,
fair
But
enough.
also, we can also give Chelsea some like slack because half of their starting 11 is injured.
No,
Yes,
their entire starting
yes,
11.
no,
Their entire starting 11.
It's
I
like
think.
half.
Yeah, I think their
No,
injured
it's-
team is better than.
You
the
got-
team.
yeah, their
Koulibaly's
injured
still
team-
the starter, Kepa's still the starter,
Dude, their
Mahrez's
injured
still
team,
the starter.
their injured team is better than.
Kepa's starter is
Then they-
debatable.
Yes, but
Kepa
I'm
is
putting
starting.
Mendy, bro. Mendy's starting in that team. Okay, Mendy had a couple.
He's been playing so bad.
He had really bad games. Okay, but I think that
Let's
Kepa.
just look at Chelsea's injured players real quick.
I know. I saw this
crazy,
this
it's crazy.
Instagram
Yeah,
picture
me too.
said like
Their
Chelsea
injured
starting 11.
is better than the starting 11.
Like
So I
N'Golo
think
Kante,
it's
Reece
slack.
James, Wesley Fofana, Ben
Ben
Chilwell,
Chilwell.
Broja, Loftus-Cheek, Sterling, Pulisic, Mendy, Aubameyang.
That's kind of crazy because you remember
That's
last year
unreal.
Chelsea were first in the league in December. They lost Chilwell and Reece James. Fully dropped off. Now they've lost Chilwell and Reece James.
Yeah.
That is unfortunate. I can't lie.
Yeah.
So Chelsea bad. Let's go through all the teams.
Liverpool.
City. Okay, we talked about City.
Yeah.
Flopping a little tiny bit, but I think
they're gonna come back.
the only reason that it looks like they're flopping is because Arsenal are playing so well.
The derby next week is gonna
Two
be
derbies
crazy,
next week.
crazy.
North London derby. Arsenal are probably gonna win. Tottenham not in form, but Arsenal did just tie against Newcastle, and it's at White. Sorry, I can't even say the.
Oh no!
He said it right.
Done it
though.
again.
He's done it at the end. Well, actually, no. They changed their name to like
Can we
Tottenham.
talk about
Tottenham
the next
Hotspur
2 months?
Stadium.
Next 2 months of footy. There's so many derbies. Arsenal, Man U.
Champions
In
League.
January, February, Arsenal, Man City, and Champions League.
my favorite.
We've got Super Make Arteta. We're in the Europa League.
You know, and there's Man U, Arsenal. I mean,
Bro,
Barca.
you guys know that there's at least in the Premier League there's United, City, Tottenham, Arsenal. Then the next week
Yeah,
there's
I know, it's
United,
crazy.
Tottenham, and
Yo,
Arsenal, City.
You guys
It's
are
crazy.
you guys
No,
are
no,
leaving
Arsenal
out a
City,
fixture
Arsenal.
here. You
Arsenal
guys are
United.
leaving out a fixture here.
What?
Al-Nassr versus PSG.
Oh,
yeah.
facts. Oh, we didn't talk about Ronaldo. Can we talk? Should we talk about Ronaldo?
Ronaldo is the has ruined his legacy, and in my opinion, he's a. I would have done the same thing as him, right? It's $400 million.
Yeah, but he doesn't need it. He's a
Okay,
billionaire.
okay, but still, it's
He's not millionaire.
money is money.
You will
He
be
said
soon,
he has like 9.
500 million.
Yeah.
He said he has more dollars in the bank than
Than
his
Instagram
Instagram
He
followers.
said he has around more, like a little bit more.
So like I think I mean
Bad move, but at the
bad
same
move,
time,
but like
he didn't have
he's
as many
bad.
options.
But
He
the
didn't
only
have as many
thing, like,
options.
I would say that he didn't ruin his legacy, but the type of player he is. We've seen in 2015, 2016, even like 3 months ago when he was on the podcast with
with us.
no, not with us, with
Piers Morgan.
That was like a month ago.
He even said that
would've-
he would never finish his career in Qatar,
That's
Dubai,
what's weird.
And he said Xavi's playing in Qatar, and I'm here winning
Iniesta.
Ballon d'Ors. No, Xavi.
Wait, not Xavi,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, No, but yeah, I agree with that. I think it's kind of weird that he would go and say all those things and then end up going. Even though he said that, like, he's saying that he had offers from Europe, from MLS, from Portugal, from Brazil.
He had an offer from
and
Kansas City.
but then again, he said that, I mean, apparently according to some sources, that if it's not Madrid, that he was gonna go to Al-Nassr.
But also,
he went
look-
to Madrid. Madrid never called him, didn't give him a
Look, the
contract.
thing is,
So now he's at Al-Nassr, which is kind of weird because he says he's not gonna go.
I understand
And
because
he ends up going.
he had an option between a mid team and a mid team, so you just take the one with the most money. Like,
Yeah, that's
obvious.
what I was gonna say. If you're gonna retire soon, The MLS. I mean, I think the MLS is not just as bad as the Saudi league, but it's still a bad league. The Portuguese league, I don't think he's fit enough to play there. And Sporting are in the Europa League. I don't think he would be fit enough to play there either. He wouldn't be a consistent starter. In Brazil, he probably wouldn't be making enough money for his liking. So I mean, why not retire as a king? You know, he's living like a king right now. Like he's getting king treatment. Why
Yeah,
not?
but I think
he deserves it after his career.
I agree.
He deserves the money. He deserves the treatment.
I agree, but I still think
mean,
he's a hypocrite because
as a Ronaldo fan, yeah, I agree.
he's talking about Messi like it is very sad.
Yeah.
And I think it's time. Wait, I think one more point. Last point about Ronaldo.
No.
Okay. Say you say it first then.
I think that people are being cruel.
That's true.
A bit.
Because I mean the man is 37, 38 in a month. We've seen him, even though disregard what he says. He thinks he's at the top level anymore. He's not. We can all agree on that. But
he knows.
He's 38.
Yeah.
He can't be playing at the top level anymore. Why are people still comparing him?
Modric is 38, 37.
Okay, but that's Modric. We can say that Pele, R9, Ronaldinho, all those players they retired when they were like.
No, but I agree with him.
Messi at 34 went to the Liga.
And it's different rules.
True.
Modric doesn't have to run. He doesn't have to make the runs. He doesn't have to do anything. He just gets the ball past him and
let me
creates.
keep going. At 38 years old, you cannot be comparing Ronaldo to Messi, who's 35. When Ronaldo was 35, he was still in the Serie A balling, and now he's 38 almost. He's at the Saudi league. I don't think people can still be using clips from Ronaldo playing now or using like bad things that he does and saying this is why Messi's better. You can't be doing that. You have to compare them like fairly. You know, you can't be saying he's 38, he's going to AL-Nassr, he's not the GOAT. Like, okay, some people think the GOAT debate's over, some people don't.
That's what I was gonna say. That's why we're done. I want to say one last thing because I always go on too much about Ronaldo. I agree, but I don't think people can argue anymore.
I think people still can.
No, because
there's no argument.
there's two things happened. Messi won the World Cup. Ronaldo went to Saudi Arabia.
In 1 week.
No, but in international, you can argue that Messi has a better team than Ronaldo. And Ronaldo, when he was in his prime, was playing with a really bad Portuguese
Yeah, but
team.
Messi's not in his prime anymore, and he
Messi's
carried this
Messi's-
Argentina team.
Messi's still playing.
Do you really?
Messi's
Wait, I
playing
thought you said
really
they were
well.
out.
Can we agree?
Yeah, but I'm still watching.
Can we agree that Messi's still playing really well?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. So
But
why?
he's
Okay, but
36
Nathan-
exactly.
but Nathan,
He's 35.
If you
He's 36.
actually, I want to do something. I want to compare 2018 when Ronaldo had that was his biggest chance to win the World Cup. Or
No, I think this year it was, even though he wasn't that.
20,
Yeah.
you think 2014?
2014 Portuguese team was.
No, that's what I'm
horrible.
saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say 2018 when
But
Ronaldo
in 2018,
was,
Messi had a
was
bad
34.
team too.
Okay, and I want to tell you guys one thing. Who's a standout player from Argentina's team?
Messi.
Messi, yeah.
Dude,
What's your point you're trying to
Julian Alvarez
make? But that's not
was
like,
in Argentina division. He started striker. Di Maria's 37. Who played on the right? Alexis McAllister plays for Brighton.
he was good. He showed up at the World Cup.
Enzo Fernandez, irrelevant.
Facts.
Who else?
Alex,
Who else?
Paredes.
Paredes.
I could be making
Center
the
backs.
same point.
Romero. He plays for
Acuna.
Tottenham.
Acuna. Mid.
Bro.
Tagliafico.
Tagliafico.
Montiel.
Evan Martinez plays for Aston
Montiel.
Villa.
Alex,
That's not a great team.
Okay.
That's not a great team.
do you think Arsenal is a better team than Liverpool?
Yes.
What?
Who has the better team on paper?
Liverpool?
So
Actually, no. Arsenal.
So if Portugal has
Arsenal have
a
the better team on paper, in my opinion.
That's a crazy statement.
No, it's not.
That's a
not.
crazy.
You do not think
Hey,
that.
go
I
position
do,
by
I do.
position.
Position
not
by
think that.
position.
Allison is better than
No.
Ramsdale. Trent is
Yes.
better than
No,
Tomiyasu.
no.
Yeah,
No,
Ronaldo
no,
is better
Tomiyasu.
than Tierney.
Zit.
The back line is
Right
better.
back, Ben White. Ben White.
Guys, that's not the point.
Ben White is better than Trent.
Okay, that's not the point.
What?
The point-
Wait, you just
Don't
said
argue,
Ben White is
don't
better than
argue,
Trent.
don't argue.
He is.
What
Don't
the
argue
fuck?
on it.
Yes, he is.
Don't argue on it. Don't argue on it.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
We
Who
don't-
is better, Liverpool
Wait.
or Arsenal?
Alex, stop it. Wait, let me finish my point. So we agree that Arsenal is a better team than Liverpool, even though Liverpool have a better team on paper. So you cannot be telling me that that Portugal have a better team than Argentina just because they have better players on paper.
Okay, but what you mean? What do you mean by worst team? Portugal
Do
the
you
worst
see how
team.
Argentina played? They're way better than Portugal.
Yeah, because
Okay.
they do it for Messi.
Yeah,
They have a
yeah,
reason.
exactly.
Okay,
Portugal
that's
have
still,
a
that
reason.
doesn't disprove the point that Argentina are a way better team than Portugal.
But then you can't
Okay.
say that Ronaldo had a worse team than
Yeah,
than
exactly.
Argentina.
No, you can't. You
'Cause
can't.
there's no factor
That's
that
the
can,
whole
like,
point that I was just
yeah.
trying to explain to you.
Did you see Portugal's performance?
Yeah, no, but
against
even though
Argentina?
on
you lose
paper,
to Morocco, and you're
on
telling me that they
paper,
have a better team than Argentina.
Spain lost to Morocco also.
Spain, they just choked.
Yeah, I guess, but still, like,
I mean,
Listen,
no,
bro,
Portugal also
when
choked.
Ronaldo was in his best form, he had Fabio Coentrao playing in left wing. He had that Alves guy.
Alexis
He had the
McAllister.
Alves guys playing.
yeah, but in
You
2018,
said Alexis
Yeah, but-
McAllister
yeah,
was one of
but
the best
Nathan,
players in the World
Nathan.
Cup. What's your point?
I can't name a
Fabio
single
Coentrao
player.
was-
He's irrelevant.
I can't name a single player from that 2018 Argentina team except Di Maria.
I
like,
can't.
genuinely.
2018, we don't
I
talk about
don't know.
2018. They had a bad World Cup.
Yeah, exactly, but they gave
But
him
you're
that
saying
when he was
they
in
made it
his
to the
prime.
final.
But you're not comparing yourself.
2014, they made it
Yeah,
to
but
the final.
Because of
2014,
who?
2014.
You're saying
Argentina
Higuain.
have won 2 World
Bro,
Cups.
you're saying Higuain was gonna win the World Cup with Argentina.
Higuain got Argentina to the finals.
Bro,
He
Higuain
scored their
is
one goal in the
mid.
semis.
Bro,
He
Higuain.
scored their 1 goal in the semis.
Okay.
Okay, let's stop talking about this.
I wanna do
No,
one
no,
thing.
no,
I wanna do one
You guys
thing.
don't make sense here.
Guys, I wanna do one
Argentina
thing.
have won 2 World Cups before Messi.
Yeah.
They've made it to all World Cups before Ronaldo. Portugal had made it to 2 World Cups in their history.
Yeah, but
And
look
now
at the
they've made it to
players.
7.
Who
Yeah,
won
because the
World Cup?
players surrounding Ronaldo were like it was just
No.
a generation.
No.
It wasn't just because
Ronaldo had a
Ronaldo.
bad team. Do you remember how they qualified to 2014? He single-handedly
Yeah, against
brought them to
Sweden,
the
yeah.
2014 World Cup. And then the team let him down during the World Cup when he was barely able to play. He was injured. And in 2018, they had a relatively alright team. Ronaldo still did well. He scored a hat-trick against Spain. He scored against Morocco. Against Iran, they choked. Against Uruguay, they got outplayed. Uruguay were better.
Okay, but it's
And now in 2022, Ronaldo finally has a good Portuguese team, but the team they don't play as a team. They have superstars. And Ronaldo's not at his best. If that was Ronaldo from 2014 in this 2022 Portugal team, Portugal would have won the World Cup. I think they could have won the World Cup easily.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I
look, he
understand
had
your
his
point.
chances
Listen,
and he didn't
listen,
make it happen.
listen.
So that's it is what
I
it is.
understand your point.
2018's
dude.
team it was as good as Argentina's team in 2022.
Yeah.
The Portugal team.
I agree.
It was the same. It was
Did
it's
you
the same
watch
level.
them in 2018?
It doesn't matter what I watched.
Did you watch
The
them?
team was just
Did you watch them? Did
Yes,
you see the Uruguay
yeah.
Portugal game?
yeah.
You're
So
telling me that team was as good as the 2018 team?
you can't compare
That's the thing, bro.
Like, the
That's the
fact-
thing that
the
you're not
only factor that
understanding.
we have
performance.
on paper.
Okay, but on paper doesn't matter.
Yes, it
Bro,
does.
why don't PSG and Man City have 20 Champions League?
Okay, why is Lens second in Ligue 1 then?
Because they have a good team. It's not necessarily a good team on paper.
Yeah, but the thing
they're a
is
good
that
team.
you can't you can't put the non on
Bro,
paper. Point,
Lens
like,
has
you can't
Openda.
compare them.
Openda.
Lens is so good.
Okay,
Let's stop this. Let's stop.
Listen,
Let's stop this
You
about
keep
Ronaldo.
contradicting yourself every
Let's-
time.
Guys,
With
guys.
the loss,
Okay.
with
No,
Arsenal,
no.
you
We're gonna-
keep contradicting
Let's
We're gonna move
stop.
on.
Let's stop talking about Ronaldo.
Finally, my final point about Ronaldo versus Messi.
No final.
Yes, we're done after this, Nathan.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
don't swear.
piss.
Okay, I'm taking. I also have to go to number 1. My final point is that I think I'm gonna speak like it's as an actual podcast. I actually think that before the World Cup, people could argue that Ronaldo was better than. I think before the World Cup, people could argue that Ronaldo was somewhat better than Messi. But now that he's done it, now that he's won the World Cup, no matter the team that he played for, I mean, it's like if you compare Haaland and Mbappe. I mean, Mbappe and Haaland's team didn't make it to the World Cup, so he couldn't show himself. Mbappe did. Exactly. And now who's better, Mbappe or Haaland? It's Mbappe.
Yeah, but you can't use the international argument. If he's playing for Norway,
Yeah, but
and Mbappe's playing for France,
because
Are
you use the international argument when Ronaldo won the Euros.
Are you
he didn't win any
serious right
international
now,
trophies.
bro?
because he won the
He's
Euros with
just-
a bad team.
He's just won.
He didn't
No,
even
look
play
at
in the
Messi.
final.
I'm talking about Messi. I mean, they said Ronaldo fans said
I'm gonna-
Messi didn't win any international trophies. He just won everything he possibly could, and you're still trying to find ways of saying that Ronaldo is better. It doesn't matter what Ronaldo
only
had,
because
but it's.
You
It is
cannot
what it
compare
is.
the international level if someone is playing for Norway and the other one is playing for France.
Well, it is
What?
it's just it's
It's
what
exactly
it is.
what you're saying.
Like,
That's like
it's-
comparing Puskas to Pele.
You're saying that Pele's better because he won with
Well, yeah.
Brazil.
Yes, that's what I'm
They were
saying. Yeah, it is what
dominating
I'm saying.
Against Puskas.
It is what I'm saying.
No,
It
he
is
played
what
for
I'm
Spain,
saying.
actually, too, you know.
It's just unlucky that they were born in that country and had that team. But like, it is what it is. You have to compare international level, and
I don't think
that's
it's
just
fair.
yeah, and
I
it's
don't
not
think
fair.
it's
But
fair.
like, it is what it is. Give me a second.
What about guys?
Why are you hiding? Are you trying to like do no promotion?
Yeah, no promotion.
Yeah, wait, hey, give me.
Yo, don't drink Red Bull.
Sponsored. Yeah, water. Drink water.
Yeah, you're a Ronaldo fan. You're drinking Red Bull.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. And Coke too. Okay, so that's all I have to say. I think that now that no matter the team, no matter the story, and Messi won the World Cup, and he was the best player on the pitch by far of any of the Argentina players, like ×2.
He carried them.
Exactly. So I think like now he's Y'all just finished my whole drink.
He did.
No.
I took 2 sips.
Y'all just finished my whole drink.
No.
I didn't even drink any.
You want another one? She got 3. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I still think that Ronaldo's my GOAT because I watched him play.
You're a GOAT.
I watched him play.
You're a GOAT.
I still
Not
think he's
the.
the GOAT.
Yeah.
I still think he's the GOAT because I watched him play. I mean, from what I can remember, I've been watching him since I don't know when, and he for me is the best player I've ever seen play.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Fair enough.
We respect it. We respect it, Nathan.
But you're wrong.
I have a video from 2016 when Ronaldo scored 5 goals in a La Liga game.
Loki,
It's Almeria.
did anyone ask you?
It was against
No,
Espanyol.
Deportivo.
Okay.
Against Espanyol.
Next up.
10-1.
Next up on the
Espanyol.
podcast.
10-2 was against.
Sorry for them. Next up on the podcast, we will be talking about this January's transfer window.
Can I just say Mudryk is the most overrated player in this transfer window? They're asking
80
80 million.
That's
The
crazy.
team shouldn't even exist. Shakhtar shouldn't even be playing football. And they're asking.
What's he done?
They're asking.
That's a bit mad.
No.
That's mad.
They're
That's mad.
asking 80 million on a player that's not even half the level of Anthony. I don't understand where
I mean,
they're coming
to be
from.
fair, they're in war. They need money somehow.
Exactly. So
Wait, that's a good point. That's a good point, to be fair.
They're about to give it to the children.
So if they need money, okay, that's a bit mad. If they need money, why are they trying to negotiate Arsenal to the death?
Because
Like,
they need
it's
the
so-
money. Like, I was
Yeah,
just
exactly.
saying
But just
too.
take the 60 million and shut up. Like,
No.
yes.
Give me
Go
more.
put
I want more.
give it, rebuild your buildings and just like I don't know.
The government's
Like,
probably
it is
taking
what-
50%. That means they would come out with 30 only.
Okay,
So
their country's in
When-
war. They should give
Tell me
everything
when.
to them.
Last time. What's the last time someone bought a player from Donetsk?
Oh,
Shakhtar.
Fred.
Yeah, Fred.
Fred played at Shakhtar.
Yeah, and guess what? Guess what happened to Fred? That's all I'm saying.
Fred's a fake Brazilian, bro.
He's like, oh.
Show me your passport, Fred.
Ronaldinho. I know you got a fake one.
Fredinho.
Fredinho.
That's why he's not good, bro. His name's not Fredinho. If it was Fredinho.
That 100% if his name was Fredinho.
Imagine Neymar'dinho. Ooh.
Nah, but Neymar is bad fake.
Nadinho.
No, Neymar is perfect.
Nadinho is pretty cool too. Okay,
So,
transfer window.
Modric.
Mudryk
feed
to
the
Arsenal
kids.
perhaps, but Chelsea have gone
Yeah.
into the race for Mudryk.
I think it's a
However-
mistake personally,
Chelsea want
Well,
Enzo
we'll see.
Fernandez, they want Leao, they want Midrick.
but they're 10th. They're asking
I
players, and they're
personally
not gonna
think
play in cheat and
Leao
Champions
should
League.
not go to the Prem. I don't think it's his place out.
No, Leao's gonna stay in Milan. He said for a year, this year at least.
I think he should go
Speed
to...
told him to go to the Prem.
I think he should go to... either Bayern...
Madrid.
Either Bayern or Madrid.
What a
I think Leao
surprise.
would go crazy at Bayern.
What a surprise.
Leao would
Bro wants to go to the Bundesliga.
Get him,
Well,
get
the only
him,
reason
get him
I'm
to
saying
PSG.
And
Get him
not
to
Madrid
PSG.
only is because...
No, get him to PSG.
It's because Madrid already have Vinny left.
I'd like to see maybe Leao at somewhere like Atleti or
Oh,
like Barca.
That
If
would
he
be
goes to
all-
Atleti, he's ruined. He's finished. If he
Okay,
goes to Barca
fair.
as well, he's
We
finished.
talk about Joao Felix.
Felix is... I think he's overrated.
He might go on
Yeah,
loan
me
to
too, that's what
Arsenal.
I said, but-
I think people say he's overrated just because, but like no one's actually seen like his full
Yeah, well, I
capability
have.
because he plays in Atletico Madrid.
I
Like,
watched Atletico.
Yeah, okay. No, but I'm just saying that Atletico, like, they're so like, they don't know what to do. I think Atletico need a new manager and
Yeah.
they need to stop playing Atletico Madrid style football. Like,
Yeah.
realistically,
I agree.
he's been wasting his career at Atleti. I think if he goes to Arsenal, he'll show that who. It's like Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard.
If you have Felix, who do you start? Felix or Jesus?
Felix.
So what do you bring?
Felix.
Felix put him on the bench.
You about to pay 100 million for him to be on the bench?
Why not? No, he's coming on loan. He's coming on loan. My boy's coming on loan.
Actually, just says mid. Start Felix.
Bro, shut up. You're Jesus in it. Okay. Liverpool flop. Chelsea flop.
Gakpo.
Best. Oh, he played. Did he play?
He's missed it.
He's bloody missed.
it. Okay,
What a crap.
so Gakpo.
To Liverpool.
Oh,
Roma scored 2.
Avett.
Whoa, Tammy Abraham.
Last minute.
90 plus.
Hey, get Tammy Abraham to Chelsea.
Look at the win probability.
Oh my god, man.
Milan had a 98.8% win probability.
Do you know
No,
what?
That was middle in the middle of the game.
Do you know what Arsenal should do?
They out.
Why are you signing Felix when you have quite possibly the best English striker in Roma? In Roma. Why?
Why would you?
Why is Tammy Abraham not going to Arsenal? Why is he not linked? I don't understand. It's his perfect move.
Tammy
Tammy Abraham's doing well at Roma, even there.
Tammy
And
Abraham.
Why is McAllister not linked to Liverpool?
Why is McAllister not linked to Arsenal? Give me McAllister. Give me Alexis. I think Enzo Fernandez should go to Liverpool instead of
Yeah,
Chelsea.
maybe.
I don't think
Instead of
anyone
going
should go to
to
Liverpool. They'll get ruined.
But that's the thing. You say that with every single team.
What Weghorst to Man
Nah, I
U?
hate Liverpool.
I saw that.
Weghorst to Man U. You just actually like it's gonna happen.
Oh yeah. Okay. So we've talked about the Prem. Let's go recap. City
Around the leagues.
flopping. They're gonna do better. Arsenal really good. I'm interested to see what's
Why
happening.
the brand is just
Chelsea really bad.
Like,
Liverpool
he's running
really.
out of battery.
Liverpool like Chelsea really bad. Liverpool. I mean, I'd like to see what they do with their new signing of Cody Gakpo.
Can we talk about other leagues?
So about this La Liga. This is kind of what
Well,
Nathan's
Barca just-
specialities in.
Barca just beat Atletico, so now they're top of the league.
Madrid just lost to Villarreal.
Yeah, they're 3 points ahead of us now. I'm not worried. I'm not stressed. I think we're fine. We'll
But
beat them.
honestly,
We'll
like
beat them in the next Clasico.
La
Barca in
Liga.
Europa League, they can focus on La Liga if they want.
Exactly.
Leicester lost twice against Arsenal and still won the league.
So
So City, Real Madrid need to do more than just beat Barca to win.
yeah,
The thing is with Barca is that they're only gonna focus on La Liga, and Real have Champions League. So
Barcelona.
No, we'll see at the end.
yeah. Did you see Rodrigo's goal against that
Yes.
team? I was watching the game in the hotel
It
room.
was a horrible game.
I was watching that game. And
I saw
was
Rodrigo.
I hated that game so much. They were playing so dirty, man. They were trying to kill my boy Kama. Camavinga, on dit qu'il s'appelle Eduardo. Camavinga, Camao. Merci.
Doesn't even
How
start.
about Liga?
Doesn't even start for France.
Can you talk about
Bro,
Liga?
Shut up with your Liga, man. Low key.
Liga.
That game, Lens PSG, was low-key crazy. Lens
Tell me who
fans-
watched it.
Tell me
Tell
who
me who
cares.
watched it.
Tell me who cares about the Liga. Okay, let's move on. Serie A.
Why we missed the
Serie A. Napoli are first. They lost to Inter Milan like 3 days ago.
Who cares?
It was a
Who
pretty
cares
good
about
game.
Serie A?
People
I care about
more than
Serie
the
A.
Liga.
I don't care about Serie A.
I care about Serie A. Alex cares about Serie A. Juventus are second.
Oh, wait, I want to check where
Milan-
Genoa are in Serie B. That's the more
Milan are
important.
third, and I think Inter are fourth. Serie A was really interesting at the start of the year. They had a really tight league, and now
Wait, guys, yes.
I forgot to say this. Did you guys see the English, the EFL, second division? Did you guys see the table?
No.
Like last
Wait,
week.
don't tell me. I'm gonna check.
Last week, 5th place and 17th place were 2 points apart.
Wait, it's like that every single time in the EFL.
Wait, 50. Wait, let's see.
Blackburn.
42 and 36 from 12th to. That's crazy. 12th to 36 points different.
13.
First.
No, wait.
Burnley. It's always bloody Burnley.
QPR.
Millwall is
You
6th.
know Vincent Company is their coach. And
Yeah,
Burnley's
I know.
doing really well.
He's doing really
Millwall
well.
is 6th. That's crazy.
People are saying that Newcastle are just a glorified Burnley.
Saudi Burnley.
Against big teams, they are.
Yeah, so that's championship.
Look, yeah, I want to see Blackburn Rovers in the Premier League.
Bro, I want to see Sheffield.
Big game next week. Al-Nassr versus Al-Shabib. Biggest game of the week.
Can we talk about how ever since Ronaldo joined, they got up to first in the table? That's
They were already first.
No,
they were second.
They were second, yeah.
Ronaldo influence. The Ronaldo influence.
Talishka's crazy.
They kicked off
Yo, I'm
Abubakar.
so sad.
Yeah,
Kicked
I'm
off
upset about
I'm so sad.
Ronaldo. I bet it was Ronaldo's fault.
I'm
He
so
was
sad they
Ronaldo's
kicked them off. I
Why
wanted to
not?
see Abubakar play with
What about other
Ronaldo.
leagues? Germany?
Bundesliga. We didn't talk about the Bundesliga.
I don't really know who's.
Yo, look, it's not recording. Nah, I'm just playing. We're 50 minutes in.
Okay, we're
What?
gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
Bayern are gonna walk the league as usual. Yeah. 4 points ahead.
Bundesliga hasn't started yet. They're starting like January 20th.
Freiburg, Leipzig, Frankfurt, Union. Dortmund are 6th.
Yeah, the Dortmund. Jude Bellingham
Wasting his career.
needs to go to Madrid.
I think he should go somewhere. Frankfurt or fourth?
Jude Bellingham, Camavinga, Chouameni, Benzema striker, Vini left wing, Fede right wing, and then when Benzema retires,
Endrick comes in.
Endrick striker, Rodrigo stays a super sub. Oh, I can't wait. We're gonna have a full black team.
Get in, lads.
Ferland Mendy, Rudiger,
Alaba.
Militao.
Alaba.
Alaba's gonna probably be a little bit done by the time Endrick comes.
Courtois.
By the
Courtois
time
is
Endrick comes. Yeah, apart from Courtois, he's gonna be the Chris Anderson of the team. No,
Not Chris Anderson.
I don't remember his
Team
first name.
No, wait.
Jordan.
And
No.
at right back,
It's not Jordan.
hopefully we're gonna have Vinicius Tobias, the guy that we got last year.
Yeah, but you're switching all the passports up, bro. You have too many Brazilians.
I know. And then at goal we can have the white man. It's gonna be.
Wait.
I love
What's
it, and I
Anderson's
think I
first
will
name?
deserve it.
Anderson?
It's Anderson.
In what?
Crystal Palace.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, it's Anderson.
I want to say Crystal Palace. I feel like they're flopping a little bit.
Yeah, it's because Patrick.
Dude, their front three is crazy.
We talked about this.
Look at the league. Look at the Prem. They're like,
Who's in
I don't care that they're flopping. Their front three is
Who's
crazy.
gonna get relegated?
Right now it's Wolves.
Nottingham?
No, not even.
Bournemouth.
Everton, Wolves, and Southampton.
What about Bournemouth?
Bournemouth or Nottingham?
I think it's gonna be like
Well, Bournemouth lose
Southampton are
everything.
bottom of the league.
Wolves and West Ham.
West Ham are
Arsenal-
17th.
Bro, Arsenal tied Southampton.
Bro, you know 2 of these teams were challenging for Europe last year?
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy.
Wolves and West Ham dropped
And
off.
Southampton
so
were on
much.
the
West Hampton got to semifinals of
Yeah, and
Europa.
Southampton were mid-table.
Leicester
They
at
were on
13.
top.
I thought they were doing way worse.
No.
Crystal Palace were 12th.
I want to see Brighton in the Europa League.
Yeah, me too. You know, Brighton are doing. I don't think it was Graham Potter that was doing it. I think
No,
just
it's just
Brighton's
the
a good
team.
team. Yeah.
They have so much motivation. Like they have the togetherness.
I think United are gonna do well.
Yeah. Title charge potential.
No.
Maybe.
I think
Big games coming up. Arsenal.
it's gonna be
City,
interesting.
Tottenham.
It's gonna be interesting who gets third.
You know
Newcastle or
they have
Man
City, Arsenal, Tottenham 3 games in a row.
I mean, honestly, United could actually go for a title. I mean,
Yeah, that's
listen,
what I said, yeah.
look, they're tied with Newcastle on points with a game in hand.
Casemiro,
They're-
best game in the Prem.
They're playing City next year. I think City, City United, next week is
Big
gonna
game.
be
Massive.
one of the biggest games of the. Okay, we're wrapping it up. It's over. Thank you guys. Let's play a big song. What are we playing?
World Cup. That's the last one.
No.
No, that's over. It's kind of sad.
I know it's okay.
Okay, I got you. You got
I know
this.
it's
Anyway, do it. What do you think of Tottenham? Poop. What do you think of poo?
Tottenham.
Thank you.
That's alright.
We hate Tottenham. We hate Tottenham. We hate
Welcome back.
Tottenham. We hate Tottenham.